1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Yeah, it's clobbering time.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
Hey yo, from the halls of justice to the temple of doom, the space wizards return and earn a sonic the boom. Pulling swords from stones, throwing rings into volcanoes. Water full of witches, I'm inevitably Thanos. Voltron made a lions, Wakanda with a panther. Walker Mars, Darker Manhattan, Spocket for an answer. Live long and prosper, the force will be with you always. No work in all plays, shining like blood-filled hallways. Come and play with us, we all float down here. Say your name 3 times and we hopefully appear. Team full of psychics, super soldiers and weirdos. Some people call us sidekicks because we hardly heroes.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek related. I'm your host, Buddy.
What is up, you guys? It is Dillard Skillard in the house.
And I'm straight up Cheese Whiz.
Welcome to episode 220. The date is episode 221.
Dang.
Yeah, 221.
221, and the date is 7/30/2020. And today will live in infamy. Mm-hmm. Will go down in the history books by one of, and the reason why I'm making such a big deal of this has been a long dream since we ever first started the show.
From the birth of Hardly Heroes.
The birth. This is a milestone that I never thought we were going to hit. I had always wanted to. But I am proud to announce that Hardly Heroes has their own studio, not in someone's home.
Yep, absolutely.
The new Triple HQ.
It feels damn good.
So we're like straight up in a building that we rent.
Yes.
We pay rent.
Yeah.
We have like a landlord. We have like a key to the building.
Mm-hmm.
We have our whole situation set up, and we're still working on the decor, so we can't show you too many pictures.
This is phase 1.
But we do have sound absorbing panels just taped to the wall. Actually, we maybe should take a picture of it.
Yeah, we should just
because it looks really ghetto.
There's bathrooms here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have bathrooms.
There's a urinal.
Right.
Yep,
which I was
urinal.
very happy about. And the best part for the sidekicks is there is room to have a couple of people that we want to have for, an audience.
Right, and when we have guests, it's going to be a little more like professional. We have a couch in here, a mini fridge. So we can have people come visit us when COVID. And what's really nice about this is that when we're in the building, we're wearing masks, but in the studio, we obviously can't because we're trying to talk on mic. But this room is so big, and we have such a great setup that we can be 6 feet apart now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we're playing it safe, just so you guys know. We are following the rules.
So this is the new Triple HQ.
Yep. And also, just to piggyback on that, some of you guys have seen on Instagram that yours truly, Cheese Whiz, TT Tater Tot, is opening her own salon. Sadly, thank you.
Yay!
Thank you.
Congratulations, Cheese.
Thank you. Sadly, I am leaving Space 07. I've been there for 13 years.
Wow.
In my post, I legit was like born and raised there. Like, I didn't know how to do hair. I got a job there as an assistant. I went through the assistant program that was like 1.5 years to 2 years. Graduated that, worked as a commission stylist, then worked my way to a rental. So I was a booth rental. And like built my clientele there. Like, I literally just like learned everything I know about hair at that place. And so it's like really, really sad to leave, but also super exciting, obviously, to do my own thing. But the fun thing is that my salon is in the same building as the Triple HQ. So on Thursdays when I get off work, I will not have to go very far.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be nice and convenient for you.
Right. So we're really hoping that, the salon will open September 1st. Hopefully if salons can be open then. So, if you guys are a client of mine and a listener, you can see the studio, check out the new salon. I think it's going to be really fun. We're really hoping that this building turns into kind of like a destination spot, a little bit of a hangout scene. We want to have events here and just do a lot of fun, like Hardly Heroes things. And, kind of like
geeky things
and kind of like bring the salon into it as well.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for the future of it. I mean, obviously, it's in the very beginning stages of it. Not with just our studio stuff, but the whole building. So it's really fun to be here in the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning stages of it, for sure.
Yeah, we painted this room. We got everything all cleaned up and ready to go in here. And so...
And I do want to say, too, just one more thing to kind of like pump my agenda, is that my salon... which is called Sector 7, which is kind of a tribute to my loving home, Space 07.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. It's sort of an ode to...
It's a total ode.
Homage.
Yes.
Right. Like Space 07 was opened in, 2007. Mm-hmm. And it's just such a big space. So like Sector is kind of a nerdy name. That's why we went with it. And then 7, of course, we took from Space 07 just as like a tribute. But anyway, my salon is looking for... stylists to work here. So we have a few people signed on. I obviously will be here, and then we're just looking for people that are looking to rent a chair. So if you are a hairstylist, a hairstylist looking for a place, send them over to me.
Well, I did actually cut my friend's hair at one point. I think I might have shared the story.
Yeah,
does that qualify me to maybe rent a chair?
I don't think you could rent a chair, but you might be able to get a job here as like a janitor, maybe?
Well, you guys didn't hear, but I'm already working on somebody to come over. It'd kind of actually be really big if this person actually showed up. It's kind of a big name, big deal.
Should we release?
I mean, it's the Norwegian Titan.
Titan?
Yeah. But he said he only does one haircut.
Right.
And that's shaving all the hair off.
He's booked out for years, I'm sure, at this point.
I mean, who wouldn't want to get their hair cut by the Norwegian Titan?
Right.
He said his first client is going to be Cheese when...
So, when I decide to shave my head?
Yeah, he said, that will be his first cut.
Okay.
So I wanted you guys to know I'm working on that.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, if I did shave my head, I would be super down to let Johnny do it.
Now, if you were to shave your head, would you just would you bick it, or would you just do like short razor buzz?
No, because you know what's so funny is honestly, you guys, I have a little bit of an obsession with like women shaving their heads, like if they have long hair and they shave it. I love watching those videos. And I hate when they bick it because it looks terrible. You should always at least do a 2.
Yeah, like a G.I. Jane style.
Yeah,
like short.
Yeah, like really short. I mean, 2 is
short. And port.
Yeah.
Portman.
Short is crazy. I mean, a 2
short and port.
Short and port.
And Natalie Portman definitely had a guard on it. Hers was not big.
Yeah,
a bick is never a good idea unless you're Dilly.
Yeah, which in this case you have to kind of go that route.
Yeah, just fine.
Yep. I know what Dilly would wish for.
I'm never going to live that down.
No.
Right. Oh, goodness.
Well, that was the big news that we wanted to share. We're super excited for Sector 7 and, and for us to have a home here. This is something I've dreamed about since the very beginning. So everybody that's been a part of us on this journey, thank you for, being a part with us. And anybody that is an After Dark subscriber, you are our favorite listeners because you are helping us pay for this place. So sign up if you're not.
We might have to do some kind of like Sector 7, Hardly Heroes. I don't know, something if when you sign up for After Dark, you get something, like maybe, some kind of service or a free product. We should look into that.
I like that.
Because I think we could lure.
Or maybe they get a little dizzy.
Right. A dizzy?
A little dizzy.
Oh, a discount? You don't discount services. You give
we can't,
free
no,
stuff
I'm saying
away.
on like product or something. No,
but you can give free stuff away.
Shaving
but
cream.
You can't discount.
Oh, we are giving away shaving
Actually, dude, if you
there's some giveaways. Come to think of it,
if you like vintage shaving cream, what's it called? Bistol. What's it called?
Yeah, I think so. Like,
hey,
you know the one.
Do you remember it's from Jurassic Park? It's the exact same can.
Yes.
Oh, Barbasol.
Jurassic Park.
It's Barbasol, right?
It might be Barbasol, but that's totally right.
It's from the same one.
Dude, you guys, we are legit going to sell those
eBays.
as Jurassic Park shaving cream.
Oh, yeah, for real.
There you go.
So good.
That's such a good idea, brother.
Thank you.
Anyway,
I get them every once in a while.
Let's get into the show, you guys.
Let's dig into it.
Let's dig in. So, Just a few things really quick. Toy Fusion is having a special sale at the Arden store. This is as close as we get to a Comic-Con and vendors, which sucks so bad, but it's so awesome that Toy Fusion is like
still trying to do stuff.
Yeah, like do stuff and get, I mean, he's so active. But it's Saturday, August 1st from 10 to 2 p.m. Yeah, you might even run into a few heroes there because
he's going to go.
I might need to check it out.
It's a cool shop. I like.
I like his shop.
I love Toy Fusion. Yeah.
Well, and it's like I always feel like every time I go there, I'm always hanging out and chatting with somebody about toys and stuff. So it's always fun.
And we still just wanted to mention that we are still wanting to do that listener giveaway. I don't think we've gotten any DMs yet.
Not a one.
Via Facebook or Instagram. But if you guys DM us, all you have to do is ask a question. It could be about anything, and then that's it. You're entered. And if you're the only one that enters, then you win.
Yeah, guess what? Mm-hmm. You won that.
So, you guys, what's on the docket today is we've got tons of Comic-Con. I mean, honestly, not tons of Comic-Con news because really it's pretty light for Comic-Con. But we have Comic-Con news. And then we have Dilly's Gaming Corner, of course. We do have a Sidekick Mayo. Yeah, so that's really what we're doing today is just kind of Comic-Con. We're going to talk about trailers, panels, just all of that stuff.
Real quick, what are you guys drinking?
Let's see who's kicking this off.
I'll start. Since Cheese says I always drink the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
Today, to christen
the new Triple
HQ, I'm drinking a freshly squeezed Deschutes IPA.
Yeah, I like that IPA.
Those are yummy.
No slurps.
Yums.
Mm-hmm. I like the Deschutes stuff.
Yummy.
They have a good stout too. Okay, so my first brew as I entered this lovely studio was a berry sour called Berryoki. That's from Blue Note and Woodland, which I really like some of their beers. And now I've moved on to Captain Save a Hop. This is from Full Circle Brewing Company, and I believe they are out of Fresno.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a 7.1 West Coast IPA with pineapple. Delicious,
we know if our president and only member of
the
Fresno has
chapter
been there?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if
he might have. Good beer. I really like it. It almost tastes like Device's pineapple cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool can, too. So, Cheese has some news. Cheese is going on a 30-day cleanse.
Okay.
No drinking.
I mean, we had to have an intervention with her.
No partaking of any substance of any kind. I'm going to be eating healthy and trying to do yoga for 30 days.
What about Troga?
Best of luck.
Thank you. So I'm actually drinking a Red Bull right now. And not that I'm like freaking drunk all the time or anything, but I haven't been just like stone cold sober like for several days in a row since quarantine happened. I've full on developed a drinking problem during quarantine. And when things kind of opened back up for like a half a second there when I was back to work, I'm like, oh, I got to get my life together. But I didn't. And I was still drinking every day. And it's just more like when I get home from work, I have like a glass or two of sangria or wine, like that. It's nothing like super excessive. But you start to really...
That's what they all say.
I think it's pretty excessive.
I think it's pretty bad.
Okay. All right, go ahead. What?
I didn't know she stopped talking.
Yeah,
she usually never stops talking.
Right.
But anyway, but yeah, really, you guys, I really do need your support and your good luck wishings because it's been about, 5 hours since I decided to do it.
Oh my God.
We're already drinking in front of you.
You know what would be great is if she took like a picture almost like every day, you know what I mean? Of like, this is my non-drinking face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I should...
Good for you, though.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, too.
If
I would have known, I would have taken it with you.
Well, you can't. I started it 5 hours ago.
I know, but I've already partaken.
You can start tomorrow.
But I've partaken.
You know what? We can't.
You guys just go ahead and do all that.
I don't think we can have two sober people on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know if I can pull
it's like
that off right
when
now.
I'm done with the 30 days, then you do it. Mm-hmm. And then if Dilly wants to. But we can't all do it at the same time.
I don't really drink that much.
You drink on the show.
Usually either. On the
I'm
weekends,
a social drinker. Well, Dilly peer pressures
I don't know.
me.
I have been drinking a lot, actually.
You know what's funny is I mean, I'm definitely kind of a social drinker, but I actually, a lot of times if I'm hanging out with a lot of people, stay more sober. I'm almost like that type of like sad drinker that like will be in my room, like curled up on the bed by myself, watching something on my iPad, like getting drunk by myself. That's the kind of drinker I am.
Watching The Office.
No, like watching like true crime documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching the new HBO one about the
the Golden State Killer.
Golden State Killer.
I don't like it.
Don't talk about it.
it's
Don't,
creepy.
you guys. It's so scary. I can't even talk about it.
Well, and the crappiest part is it's right in our backyard.
I know, because it's like, yeah, they just talk about Sacramento the whole time. Anyway, moving
Yeah,
on.
moving on.
Moving on.
So yeah.
We're getting into news.
Well, I did have a question. Okay, and Dilly, I know that I didn't give you a heads up on this,
Nope, you didn't.
but I did have a weird, like a get to know the heroes question.
Yeah, she wants to know, would you prefer to have hair on your head?
No,
Right.
that's
She
not.
wants to know what I'd wish for.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what to wish for.
I can help you. Okay, so this is what the question is. What's your weird, dumb, guilty pleasure? Now, it could be a lot of different things. Parm actually wrote in what his is. His is?
What's Parm's?
Parm loves to break down cardboard boxes. I think he gets some kind of just like weird like pleasure out of it. Maybe it's like, you know, breaking it down, getting it flat. I can kind of see that. You know, it's like you have all these boxes and then they just shrink down into this, you know, flat pile.
Right.
I hate breaking down boxes.
Sometimes you have to like rip them to get that glue off if they're like really
Yeah.
stubborn.
Yeah.
But Parm, that's like one of his favorites.
That's one of his
He's
things.
like, oh yeah, it's one of them boxes.
You know, I know what mine is. And I know a lot of people probably have this. It's not weird or dumb. It's gross. Maybe weird and gross, but mainly gross. I'm a popper. I like to pop pimples.
Oh god.
No.
You Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yeah, it's really gross. Like
Icky.
You know what's the worst though is if I'm like somewhere in public and someone has something that's like,
Oh.
do you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm gonna do it, but I look at it like.
Can we tell the
Can
story
some-
about when you popped the zit on me?
Your rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Buddy had, oh my God, this was the most amazing. I still think about it today. I sometimes look at it like seeing if it filled back up.
Ew.
But like on his neck, he had just this like black spot, like just like a black little speck.
Oh.
And finally one day we're like, what is that? And we like tried to pop it. And I'm not kidding you, like a grain of rice came out of his neck.
It shot out.
It's a
dude,
maggot?
like straight shot
It
out.
was the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was like a
Rice.
grain of rice. It was huge.
Like
too.
a real grain of rice. It was like,
What?
and it was a hole there. And I was really hoping it'd fill back up, but it never did.
Nope. One-time use.
I wonder if it was it like some type
But I
of
must
larva.
have been like 18.
I think it was just a
No,
like,
I was probably younger than that. I was probably like 16.
it was just like an enlarged.
Was it protruding?
Clogged. No, like it was an enlarged, clogged like pore because it was totally flat. Like it almost could have been like a dark freckle. But if you got up close, you're like, it looks like it's something. And so then we started like kind of getting at it. We're like, there's definitely something in there. And then it came out.
I tried hopping, Kevin. But I
That is
hit my
pretty gross.
foot. All
No,
right,
I hit my elbow. Now my elbow has a protuberance. Buddy, what's your weird, gross, or dumb guilty pleasure?
All right. I had to think about this long and hard, and I have a lot of weird things. But this I always get the weirdest reaction to, and it's after I've been wearing my shoes all day, I like take off my shoes and my socks, and I vigorously
Vigorously.
rub my feet on the carpet, like really vigorously.
Really hard. And your stinky feet?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Is that because they like have that weird itch like to them, or you just
No,
that's
it's
what
just
you do?
I like the feeling
Like
of
the
it.
rough.
Just going through like my toes and stuff. Like when I first bought my house, the first thing I did was I laid in the carpet and just like almost like did a snow angel.
Was it new carpet?
No, it's just carpet. I really like.
Oh, I hate carpet.
Oh, I love the feeling of carpet when it's fresh, new
No,
carpet.
When it's fresh and new and nobody's lived on it, I will. I like carpet.
I love carpet
So you vigorously rub your stinky feet
vigorously
every day on your carpet.
Vigorously.
Do you ever like wash the carpet after your stankies have been
I
on
mean,
it?
my feet don't get that stanky.
Come
Not
on.
like
Are you
yours.
sure?
Have you seen Cheese's Burks?
I don't want
There's
to.
like probably an inch thick of foot butter.
Ew.
There is
Like she just slides in. There's no more cork. It's
Don't-
just foot butter.
Don't call it foot butter.
That's
That's so
sick.
gross. Then
Like a
Dilly,
layer of gelatin.
he's
Yeah,
lying.
It's called foot butter. It's gross.
Foot jam.
Yeah.
Okay, Dilly, what about you? Moving on.
See, I don't know.
It
Like,
looks like
I'm trying to
Crisco.
think of something good, but
There has to be something weird that you do, that you get some kind of like weird pleasure out of, like
I don't really.
plucking hair. I'm thinking of other things of mine. Come on, Dilly.
Nose picking.
you like
and
to-
eating it? Maybe.
Do you like to braid your
No
wife's
picking
hair?
boogers. Nothing.
What
none
about
of that.
like?
Twirling of
Twirling my hair? No.
What
don't
about
do
putting
that.
your finger in your ear with the wax and
With the wax?
eating it?
No, I don't really do that either.
Okay, let's stop guessing. That's
Yeah.
gross.
Sometimes, have you ever sometimes you floss your teeth and then you smell the floss afterward? I guess that's pretty weird. I do that. It's pretty gross. Oh my god! Not every time, but sometimes you're like,
Like if you get a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's
Oh,
funny?
okay.
The way that Dilly said it is instead of just being like, "Oh, I do this one thing."
Like, do you guys
He's
ever
like,
do that?
yeah, he's like, when you do this, we're all.
No, we don't.
No. I say, okay, well, that was pretty weird, right?
That was a really good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
thanks,
It's
Dill.
great how he worded it.
Oh, that was perfect. Yeah. So let's just get into news because I think we're going to talk about Comic-Con a lot afterwards. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dilly, you got that news clip?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's do it.
What in the hell are you supposed to be?
I'm a Terminator.
A what?
I'm a Terminator.
Come again.
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
I didn't understand a word that you just said.
I told you, he's an idiot.
Alright guys, let's get right into it. So DC is releasing an interactive animated film version of Death in the Family.
That is awesome.
If you're unfamiliar with that comic book, then why the hell are you listening to a nerd show?
Why?
But to clue you in on the storyline from '88 where DC had readers choose whether Jason Todd lives or dies, they chose to kill him. Stupid! Heartless assholes. This time they're making it an interactive film, kind of like Netflix's Black Mirror Choose Your Own Adventure episode. And it seems pretty awesome from the trailer. I can't wait to kill Jason Todd again, because without killing Jason Todd, well, you'd never get the Red Hood. And that's a Bat world I don't want to live in. What? So Zack Snyder was holding a panel at JusticeCon this week and pretty much told Joss Whedon to kiss his whole ass. He stated that he would rather, and I quote, destroy that movie. He would set it on fire before using a single frame that he didn't photograph. And he also mentioned most of his film got left on the cutting room floor, which means we are not only just getting a recut, we're probably getting an entirely new film.
Let's go!
I'm 100 times more excited now if I wasn't already. Hashtag we got the Snyder Cut.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Captain Marvel, the best MCU movie in the series.
Yes.
You suck!
Okay, it was alright. Calm down, guys.
I will not calm down.
Rumors are swirling that Miss Marvel will be involved, who is also getting her own Disney Plus series, and they are going to be using the Secret War storyline, which now they've got my interest. Because I honestly wasn't expecting much after the good guy Skrull reveal, but obviously something is going to happen that will prompt the secret invasion. This might get interesting, guys.
Pay attention to me, boy. I'm not just talking to hear my head roar.
Rick and Morty dropped a surprise animatic, and you guys, it was freaking hilarious. I'm just saying, if you haven't watched it yet, pause the show and go watch the clip. Okay, are we back on the air? All I'm going to say is Mr. Nimbus. Am I right?
Mr. Nimbus. Sorry? Who the f*** is that? My nemesis.
Finally, I couldn't end without mentioning that Mando just got nominated for 15 Emmys.
Dude.
15. Like, 10 plus 5.
Oh, thank God.
Including Best Drama Series and Best Voice Actor for Taika Waititi as IG-11. I hope they win some because that will be solid proof that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni should handle all things Star Wars from here on out.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying.
Perfect.
Well, sidekicks, time has become my enemy once more. Remember to log into Facebook, navigate to the Sidekick Sanctorum, and have conversations with your fellow nerds about all of the things that steam you up. I'm so excited. Also, always remember, children, if you run into a killer robot being run by a rogue AI, and it's trying to kill you to prevent the human uprising because your child is the savior of the future,
Come with me if you want to live.
maybe try and get him to run multiple commands at once. More than likely, he'll be running on some version of Windows, and if you're lucky, you can get him to experience the blue screen of death. You'll survive, and the future will be safe.
Do you really think I'd fall for that?
Well, it's worth a shot.
No, not really.
Way Ranger out.
Why do I love when he uses the Alexa voice?
I know. It's
That was
so
great.
good.
It's so good.
Thanks,
All right.
So,
Phil.
okay,
Thanks.
so the DC animation,
Dude, I actually think it's really cool that
Death
they're
in the
making
Family.
it interactive. Like he said, they do kill him off. But I'm really excited to see what happens if you decide to save
right?
him
So
instead.
you can do it like, isn't there 3? I mean, there's like multiple different ways it could end, or just 3.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how many they're going to do, but I think it's really cool idea that they're doing that because it makes it a lot of fun. Like you said, it's choose your own adventure. But I mean,
I've never done one of those. Have you?
I know there's a Black Mirror episodes that do that, but I've never really been into that.
Yeah, I watched Black Mirror, but not the interactive one. Dilly, have you ever?
No, I have not.
Well, this will be fun to do. I think to watch
Oh,
the
I'm
DC.
pumped. I think it'll be a lot of
I'll
fun.
definitely watch that. And then the Snyder.
Dude,
God.
I'm actually excited because it's like exactly what Phil B was saying is Zack Snyder is giving us a whole different movie. And I mean, you got to think about it as every director is very egotistical because they want their own look, their own feel to the movie. So I get why he's like, no, I'm not using any of your stuff because it's not what I want this movie to be. So it's like, let's make the movie he wants to make.
Yeah.
And
It's just funny how like aggressive he's being.
Well, because if you think about it, Justice League was a huge flop.
Mm-hmm.
Like a huge flop, and everybody trashed that movie. And it really sucks because I feel that was kind of the death of, Ben Affleck didn't want to come back. Like, nobody really wanted to be a part of this anymore. And the only thing in the DC universe that's really worth anything is Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. Like, Wonder Woman is like the saving grace. Mm-hmm. And I know they tried to do something with Suicide Squad, and that did okay.
It was all right.
And then they were like, all right, let's do Birds of Prey because everybody loved, Harley Quinn. And Birds of Prey really wasn't that good of a movie.
Well, they have Joker.
Yeah, but the Joker was a standalone movie. Like, they're trying to build something. And I think that's where Zack Snyder, he made that Superman movie, which was well received when it did come out. But ever since then, DC's kind of sputtered. But, man, if he can really make this movie great, and I don't know if you guys have seen the clip, but they did show the clip of Henry, as Sprinkles would say, Henry Cavill, in the black Superman outfit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm like steamy, beamy about it.
He looks pretty tight in that black outfit.
Yeah, and it's kind of bittersweet knowing that it's not going to go to an actual theater. It's just going to be on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But I am beyond excited to see this movie because now it's almost like Zack Snyder saying, forget that movie. I'll give you what you want.
Right.
Don't worry, baby birds. I'll feed you.
I got you.
It is kind of interesting to me how, DC was always kind of like so big with the movies, because we had all those Batmans and Supermans. And then Marvel came in and kind of like kicked their butt. And, then DC came through with the Christian Bale Batmans, and you really thought like, oh.
Well, you got to remember that was kind of the beginning. Like the Christian Bale Batmans was the beginning of the superhero era for them.
That was before X-Men and stuff?
No, well, X-Men, never mind, I take that back. X-Men was number one. But Batman was the first movie to make it more realistic.
Right.
And what had happened was when Christopher Nolan made the Batmans, that's when they asked, and I've said this on the show multiple times, they asked Christopher Nolan, like, hey, how about you build this universe? You don't have to direct everything, but look over it and let's build on this. And he's like, no, I'm going to make these 3 movies and I'm going to back out. Because, and I get it, Christopher Nolan is, and this is my personal opinion, he's the best director we've ever seen, probably, since James Cameron, or you want to say Spielberg or, I don't know. He just keeps making movies and they're different in their own way. And he's made a war movie, he's made, the Inception, he's made the Batman movies. Like, he just keeps making movies that I'm super excited about. So I don't blame him of being like, no, I don't want to just do superhero movies. I want to make these huge blockbuster movies. That new one that's coming out with, what's his name, son? Denzel Washington's son.
Okay.
That new one starts with like a T. I can't think of it right now.
Tenet?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was supposed to come out already, but they pushed it back. But like that movie looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks good.
So if he would have stuck around, DC might be on top. You never know. I don't know if they'd be on top, but they'd definitely be way more comparable.
Well, that's what I was going to say is like after those Batmans, you think like, okay, like, this is going to be dope. And it just like never was. And then Marvel just has dominated and DC just has never been able to
recover.
It's like they have a few good ones here or there, but it's just they can't get the whole library together.
No, Marvel set the bar so damn high.
Yeah.
It's like,
and they keep doing it.
There.
Right.
They just keep, and I get it. If you go back and watch them, not all of them are hitters.
Right.
Where you're just like,
no, it's true. They're not. But you know what it is, I think, too, about Marvel is like, with DC, it's like, it's like the same people, it's like the same characters. Like, and this is like a lot of stuff comes from like Logan because I don't really know that much about comic books, but it's like the Guardians of the Galaxy is like no one had ever heard of them before unless you're really like, maybe in super deep in that world. And so
not even if you were super into that world.
Right. So like,
if you're into comic books, you
but even that was a failing comic.
Right. And
for sure. It wasn't like when they released the movie, like then the comic books really went up in value, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, even like Black Panther was considered a failed comic for years, and now he's a household name. Like, and it is cool. I think he's a phenomenal like superhero, but they've really like built him and built that world that you're like, dude, he's awesome. And, like I've said it before, nobody was an Iron Man fan when I was growing up.
Well, exactly. So that's what I'm almost saying. It's like, for whatever reason, Marvel figured that out. Marvel?
Yeah, that's what I almost said it. But
I heard that. I was like,
the punch. She's like,
Marvel figured it out for whatever reason, but it's like, it's almost like DC needs to like dig somewhere else and give us maybe something new that we haven't seen before.
Well, it's hard because they know if they put Batman or Superman in it, people are going to pay to see it. Batman is going to put up numbers regardless. You know what I mean? Because he's the biggest superhero of all time. Like consistently over the years.
Well,
Batman
I think Batman and Superman
are the biggest superheroes of all time.
Well, and that's just why, and maybe this is just Marvel era. DC, Batman and Superman have been going on for a really long time, and they may continue to keep going, and Marvel may just live in this kind of bubble that maybe it's not going to be as popular as long as Batman has, but, you just don't really know. But it's just always a wonder to me why they just can't get it together. But anyway.
I want them to.
Moving on, we don't really care about Captain Marvel, right? Nobody wants to talk about that.
No.
I'm gonna see it.
I'll watch it. I didn't mind.
But
obviously, it wasn't as when you compare it to the rest of the Marvel movies, it sucked. But watching it wasn't that bad.
It felt rushed, that movie. It just didn't.
Yeah, they were like trying to get her out and into the.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, here's Captain Marvel. All right, now she's in the universe.
Right.
And you're just like,
now we put her in Endgame, and
yeah.
And then Rick and Morty, of course, we're excited about.
Oh gosh, yes.
Dude, you haven't even seen season 4.
I haven't seen 4 yet. I'm still like just rewatching 1, 2s, and 3s. Yeah,
dude,
just like,
season 4 is money.
Yeah.
There's an episode in there that might be the craziest episode they've ever done.
Really?
Like, you're just like, what is going on? But
mind blown.
Dude, I love Rick and Morty. It might be the best animated show.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
I think so. It's definitely, and even for me, who I've said I can't really even get into animated shows. This is the one that like pulls me back in every single time.
It's so good.
The one where he has his own planet where he poops is just like
Sneak a poop.
Sneak a poop.
What is that in 4 or is that?
That's in 3.
It's in 3.
Remember, he's got that toilet on that island or on that planet, and somebody's like using it. And he like tortures the guy.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
And then moving on to the Mando, getting 15 Emmy noms.
15, dude. That's
they deserve
insane.
it. I mean, it's such a good show.
Yeah, there's definitely like some cool stuff in there. Outstanding character voiceover by Taika Waititi. Outstanding production design for narrative program. Outstanding cinematography for a single camera series.
Yeah,
dude.
No doubt.
So, I mean, it just keeps going on and on. I mean, there's so many.
Good.
But cool stuff.
The only thing, and I'm really excited for Mando, but it's like, it shows that that's what got everybody into Disney Plus. But it's like, are we going to see this type of stuff in all of their shows?
Like this level of...
Yeah, like, are you talking about the Loki and... Like, is Loki going to be that good? WandaVision, like, is this the standard they're setting? Or are we just, this one-off show is just going to be like the Game of Thrones, where it's just, that is that great? Because HBO kind of sets a bar with a lot of their shows. Either some of them are really, really good, or they just kind of fall by the wayside. Like, if you really look at it, like Westworld... They put a lot of money in. You can see like how well and how much money they put into it. You're talking about, Game of Thrones. You're like they put a lot of effort into their stuff.
Right. There's definitely a quality to it.
Yeah. So is Disney Plus going to do that?
I think so. Just because if they're going to put Marvel stuff out, I really don't see them half-assing that.
Yeah. I mean, it's Disney. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think we can expect more along the lines of
HBO.
Good quality.
Right, because they have the means.
Yeah, they have everything to do it. So.
Well, and it feels like content is king. And for HBO, for the little amount of content they have, always people are like, oh, well, I got to have HBO because they may not have the most, but they have great, like, my dad called me yesterday and was like, oh, we were rewatching 6 Feet Under.
Oh, such a good show.
6 Feet Under came back in the 2000s.
Yeah, that's hella old.
You know what I mean?
It's still a hitter.
And it still holds up. Like, I still like it. You can tell, obviously, it's dated, like, film-wise, but you're just like, dude, this show's phenomenal. And, like, Sopranos still holds up.
Yeah, it totally holds up.
You know what I mean? Like, you look at all these shows, so it's like, is that what Disney's going to do? Is it's like... All of our shows are of the top tier quality.
Not to cheese it, to cut you off, but I actually do think
you just got cheesed.
I do think that they are going to follow more in the footsteps, because I think that they even maybe said that, or we read that in something where they're going to follow more in the footsteps of HBO, where it's like less shows but better quality, and not like Netflix where it's like, maybe there's a few good ones, but they just put out an insane amount of content and it's not as good of quality.
Well, and where they're lucky is Disney has that happy kind of like feel to it, but they have Hulu, which they own as well, that they can put their darker stuff out on. So if it doesn't fit that kind of happy family aspect, they can kind of put it on there. But with Netflix putting out lower tier stuff, they have so much variety that it makes it hard to get rid of.
So much stuff, so much original content.
There's so much stuff.
I mean, but there's so many shows on there that you're like, oh, I'll watch this because it's on, and you're like, oh, that's pretty good. But like Disney, it's like HBO where you're just like, but they're not there yet where you're just like, I go on there and it's like, well, what am I going to watch? Because there's not that much. Where at least HBO, they've been doing shows for 20 years.
Right.
And so, yeah, there may be some shows that are like 8 to 7 seasons long, but you have all those seasons to watch where they don't have that many right now. All they have is a bunch of old movies that I remember seeing that
well, you know
the
what
nostalgia kind of wears off real fast.
I'm finding actually that Netflix is, except for the fact that they have The Office on there, which, eventually will be gone. Netflix is a little bit falling down in the ranks for me because just like a few things, like there's been some seasons where like I'll watch, it's like a random original series or something, that they just made and you're like, it's so random, but I really liked it. And then you're super into it, but it never comes back again because they have so much content. Mm-hmm. They're not putting a ton of time and like energy into marketing everything. So like if things just don't hit for whatever reason, but it sticks with some people, but it doesn't hit for like the whole thing, then they just get rid of it. And then you're like, well, shoot, I really like that. And it like ends like there's going to be another season, but like there never is.
It's just open-ended. Yeah. It's like a quantity over quality type situation.
And also, like, I'm just finding that where it's like a lot of times if I'm wanting to watch a really good show, I'm looking for it on HBO or Hulu. I love Hulu originals. Amazon originals are really good. But Netflix, to me, is just falling off, except for, and I know I've talked about this and Johnny has talked about it, is Norseman came out with the season 3.
Yeah, but like Norseman, F is for Family, like...
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, the OA. Like, there's a lot of shows.
Yeah, but remember the OA? It didn't come back.
Season 2 was on there.
I know, but it didn't get renewed for another season. And if you finish season 2, it's like there's going to be another season.
It leaves you hanging.
That's what happens with Netflix because they don't put enough like money and energy into promoting their original stuff.
Let's just put all this stuff out.
They just put it out there.
Hopefully, we'll get like. A couple hitters out of like a Stranger Things or something.
Right.
What I think is going to happen is you're going to see Amazon is going to be the next up and comer because the praise that they are getting, and I don't know if you guys want to get into it now, but the praise they're getting from the boys, I think has opened up their eyes to being like, oh, we can actually like. We can actually,
player,
we can be a player in this because obviously they have the money.
Right.
But I think they kept trying with The Man in the High Castle, which I've heard some people say they like it, but it never got that recognition. But I watched the boys panel. I don't know if you guys watched it on.
A little bit of it, yeah.
The Comic-Con.
On the Comic-Con, and seeing them as like the director was just like, we're here, you know what I mean? And like you can see in all their faces that they're kind of the hot kids right now on the block. Like everybody wants a piece of them.
Right.
And you can tell just in like the big panel on the Comic-Con now. And you know what I mean? Like they're having special footage and everybody wants to talk to them. Like they're a big deal now.
Right.
And so I think it's really cool. So watching the panel, they had this special like little snippet, which I know you guys watched, and if you guys haven't watched it, pause right now and go watch it because I'm going to talk about it. But they show them on a boat, and it's the deep, and he has like this whale, like, and they're trying to stop the boys.
Yeah, he's like riding the whale.
Yeah, well, I found out I was watching the panel, they actually let them drive the boat. It's not a stunt driver. That's a real boat out in the water, and they had a helicopter as they were filming it. Then what I thought was super cool is the whale. They built that.
Oh, wow.
And they stuffed it and everything, and the boat goes right through it. All of that was a real stunt. They were like, we went right through it.
Like the actors were?
Yeah, all of them were in on it. And I thought that was the coolest part. And knowing how much money they're wanting to put in the show, and they even said they're like, season 2, we're push the limits even harder.
Oh, yes.
And so knowing that Amazon's like, hey, we have a hit. Obviously, you're doing something right. Just do whatever you guys want to do. We trust you.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes. And that's what I believe HBO's kind of built their reputation on, is being like, we don't care what the critics say. If the fans love it,
Yeah.
we'll keep doing
It's
it.
golden, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what Amazon's going to do because they have that new show that they just showed that
Oh yeah, I have it right here.
who's it? Peele,
Oh yeah, Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele and
who
J.J.
else?
Abrams.
Yeah, Abrams is in that. What was that called?
So the Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That looks super good.
And that's
Right.
another, or no, is that an HBO show? No, it's Amazon, right?
I think so. I think it was Amazon.
I swear it was a new Amazon show.
Let me see.
Come on, cheese.
Sorry.
Man, that looked good. 2 trailers, right? One was kind of like
I really didn't like the first
National
one.
Treasure type of thing, like Indiana Jones style, and then the next one, you're like, whoa! You really kind of get to see what the show could potentially be about, and it looks crazy.
One, it definitely reminded me of the second trailer, and I believe
Oh no, Lovecraft Country is HBO.
it is
Okay.
HBO. So
I think the Amazon one was the Truth Seekers.
that's what it was.
Oh, that was with Cusack, right?
Yeah, that one looks really
Yeah,
good
Truth
too.
Seekers Amazon, and that does look good.
Yeah.
That looks really good. But going back to the HBO show, you know what it reminded me of in the beginning is the beginning of the Watchmen show.
Oh, right.
And it looks, I don't know, just
You know
super
what?
fun.
Sorry, another one that is Amazon is Utopia, which is another big one for Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, Utopia looks good. I feel like Amazon's like, hey, we're rearing up and we're going to be like a huge player in the content game because you know Apple has their own content and I don't pay for it. I'm like,
Well, I don't pay for it, and I feel like even though I do believe that the show that Jen Ann and Steve Carell were in maybe was nominated for some Emmys, but I really don't hear a lot of stuff about their content. But at Comic-Con, there were trailers, like new trailers for his Dark Material, The New Mutants, Truth Seeker, which is on Amazon Prime, Utopia, which is on Amazon Prime, The Boys, which is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And then Lovecraft Country is HBO, and
That's
his
it.
Dark Materials, I believe, is HBO as well.
That, but what was Utopia looks really good. I'm excited. There's just, and New Mutants.
Yeah, New
Yeah,
Mutants
that-
looks dope.
I just
like that new
want to
trailer.
see it already. Like
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm done getting teased with this movie. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, let's just put it out.
Yeah, I know. God, it's been so long.
They've been teasing it for so long, and it's just getting old because you're like, all right, how much footage can you show me? Just
Right.
show me the movie already.
right.
I wanted to curse right there really bad. But I
Okay,
held
so
it
here's
back.
just a few more headlines just to like touch on. So just some Emmy news. It says Emmys love the nerds. So Watchmen dominated the small screen with a staggering 26 nominations, which is crazy because
Damn.
none of us watched it.
What is it?
I tried to watch
Watchmen.
it.
Oh no, I watched Watchmen.
He did, yeah.
Oh, the
It
whole
was
thing.
phenomenal.
Oh, the
Yeah.
whole thing?
Dude, one of the best shows I've ever seen.
So we
like
got
I was very blown away, and that's what I'm saying is the movie we just talked about. What was the one we were just talking about on HBO?
Lovecraft?
Yeah, that feels like the beginning of it. Feels just like Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
So good.
So Watchmen got 26 nominations. Mandalorian 15. Westworld had 11. Handmaid's Tale was 10. Did you guys, anybody watch that?
Negative.
I
love
watched
Handmaid's Tale.
season 1, and I think I was in the middle of season 2.
It's like a really, like, I don't know if you feel, like, I don't know if you, like, think it's a girl show or something.
Sounds like it.
But it's not.
Dude, no.
like, it's not at all.
It's
like,
actually really messed up to women.
yeah, it's like a kind of a, not really apocalyptic, but it's like the United States has been completely taken over by like a radical religious group, and like people have to like flee the United States to go to Canada to like have refuge or whatever, but like women don't really have any rights. They can't have any property, and women that are sinners that can still have babies are turned into handmaids, and they're forced to have,
That's all
they're
are.
like raped and forced to have children for other people.
Wow.
It's like not a
crazy.
girly show at all. It's like
It is rough.
it's like a really good show, super good drama, and like really kind of scary to think about.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they got 10. What We Do in the Shadows and Stranger Things both got 8. Star Trek got 5. Star Trek Picard got 5 nominations.
There you go.
So I guess the winner. So the Emmys are on September 20th, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel on ABC. I never watch award shows. I can't stand watching award shows. I do like to just see what came out of it, But like the people that host them, it's just like, ugh.
Well, it sucks because there's so many
stupid.
now.
It's just so dumb. And it's like, I get that we kind of like, it's exciting when a show that you like does win it or whatever, but sometimes it's just like, I feel like the whole like entertainment industry is just blowing smoke up each other's butts. Like, it's just sickening. It's like, are we still doing this? Like, why are we still doing this?
Well, it wouldn't be bad if there was like one. All right, we're having one award show.
Right.
But there's like the Emmys, there's the
So
Oscars, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's just like, all right, I don't,
Yeah.
the Teen Choice
It's
Awards.
ridiculous.
So more news in movies. Production on Black Adam has been delayed until 2021. So the summer was supposed to start shooting, but due to COVID-19, the production schedule is reportedly pushed back to 2021. So
Oh my God.
that kind of sucks. Let's see. Movies, New Mutants opening scene revealed at Comic-Con. So we watched that.
Yep.
And that looks really good.
Enough already. Just let us watch it.
I know, dude. I'm so sick
So
of
it
waiting.
says it's confirmed that the film will be coming to theaters on August 28th. Granted that
Are you
movie
are we
theaters
sure?
are open.
I doubt that.
Do you guys think that movie theaters are going to be open on August 28th?
No, I wouldn't even be surprised if they're not open until next year.
I know.
It'll be after the election.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
So Sony and Marvel's Spider-Man sequel gets a new release date. It looks like it's been moved back a month from November 5th, 2021 to December 17th of 2021. Disney delays Mulan indefinitely.
Cool.
Okay.
No bigs.
Don't care.
And pushes Star Wars and Avatar by a year.
Not happy about that.
That sucks.
Top Gun, Maverick, and Quiet Place 2 get a new 2021 release date.
That I'm really
excited
pissed
about both of those.
So Top Gun has been pushed back to July 2nd,
You remember
2021.
that preview? Oh,
And Quiet
So
Place has been pushed back to April 23rd, 2021.
Oh my God.
I know you guys.
I've been waiting so long to see that movie.
Quiet Place. too?
AMC
Yeah, so pissed.
has pushed its reopening plans back to August.
Dude. Everything's getting like just pushed a year.
Yeah, you guys have no idea. AMC and Universal Pictures have reached a deal allowing theatrical releases to premiere on video on demand.
Yes.
Logo and info revealed for Nickelodeon Star Trek animated series. I'm stoked on that. Bob's Burgers released a new short video about the quarantine.
Yes.
Did you watch that?
No, I'm going to check that out. I love Bob's Burgers.
So HBO's Lovecraft Country trailer shows Lovecraftian creatures similar to...
Demogorgon?
No, it's... I don't know how to say that word. Check the Sanctorum for the trailer. Why don't you go do that? Because I have no idea how to say that word.
Cthulhu?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm just guessing.
Archer season 11 coming in September. The Boys Comic-Con panel shows Ten's new clip, which we watched.
Dude.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
So good.
Streaming,
wait.
Amazon picking Michael B. Jordan's Without Remorse from Paramount. Streaming, first trailer for Hulu and Marvel's Hellstorm series debuts at Comic-Con Home. And the last one, new trailer revealed for Netflix animated series Jurassic World. Yeah. Camp Crusterius. What is that? How do you say that word?
Crusterius? Jurassic.
Hellstorms, that is like supposed to be the lead-in for Blade and the kind of alternate, like demons and magic kind of stuff.
That could be
that's
fun.
going to tie in with Doctor Strange too.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I think is going to help bring in Blade and all that type of stuff into the MCU. Which would be
Cool.
really cool because they're saying they're going to reboot Blade.
Oh, okay.
Which Blade's a really cool character. I always
Right.
really liked him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would love to see that kind of redone.
Yeah.
Even I still feel Blade 1 holds up.
Totally. I
With
think
Wesley
so.
Pipes?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. 1 and 2.
Like,
Yeah.
I love
Steven
him.
Dorff, like that was when he
Yeah.
was like fresh on
Yeah,
the scene,
He
right?
was hot ticket
Yeah.
back then.
Hot ticket. All right. Are we ready for some gaming corner?
I don't know. Are you guys ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right.
It's Dilly's Gaming Corner. Let's play.
All right, guys. So Cuphead surprise release for the PS4 and new exclusives for the Xbox players. So PS4 fans can now enjoy Cuphead. Studio MDHR recently announced that Cuphead is now available to play on the PS4. So this game originally started as a PC and Xbox exclusive back in 2017. Since then, it's been added to Mac and the Nintendo Switch. It's praised for being a beautiful game. I think it was the hand-drawn game.
Yeah.
And it's crazy hard, intensely hard. So good news for the PS4 players. I won't be playing it on that, but good for y'all. Additionally, the Xbox players will get a free special update. That's going to consist of a digital art gallery, a behind-the-scenes commentary, and a playable soundtrack. So big news for the people. A playable soundtrack, sir.
I like that.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. A digital art gallery. That's got to look pretty cool. Some big Series X exclusive news. One of the exclusive may have just leaked, and it's sort of a big one, guys. So, we already kind of know that there's going to be Fable. They've announced Forza, Stalker 2. We know about Halo Infinite, Hellblade 2, Everwild, etc. Today, on the Brazilians rating board, I guess they announced their World of Warcraft Shadowlands was rated in Brazil. Not just for the PC, but also for the Xbox Series X. Now, and they've been kind of known to be, this could be a mistake. We don't know yet. And they've been known to kind of mistakenly list some things. But if it's true, that's huge news, because that'll be the first time that World of Warcraft will be coming to a console. It's always been PC, I believe. Game. So that could potentially be, a gigantic title for the Series X. It's a little bit old of a game. It's been out for, I don't know how long. But if it does, a long time. But if it does come to the Series X as an exclusive, it'll be one of their number one titles, guaranteed.
Oh, cool.
So that's big news there. We also have, I'm really excited about this one, Tony Hawk 2 Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Let's go.
Yeah, and that's right around the corner. So a lot of movies and stuff getting pushed out. We still have some big video game titles coming up.
Still got some hot.
And we got some really good ones coming out. So Activision has announced that the full lineup of new songs have announced the full lineup of the new songs in the upcoming Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 reboot. So this includes 37 new tracks that range from old school rap to ska punk. The original lineup, including iconic tracks like Superman by Goldfinger, plus 37 new tracks. So there will be 3 songs, I guess, that will be missing, and that's going to be Committed by Unsane, B-Boy Document 99 by The High and Mighty, and Out With the Old by Alley Life. So those won't be coming back. Yeah. But they have confirmed that Suicidal Tendencies, Psycho Vision will be on there. I'm a big Suicidal Tendencies fan. I've seen him a whole bunch of times. Mm-hmm. Psycho Myco, I'm a ST guy. Also, Anthrax, Bring the Noise, of course.
Yes.
Will be back. Let's see. Tony Hawk Pro Skater will be released on the PS4, the Xbox One, PC via Epic Games Store on September 4th. 2020.
What? Let's go.
So some of those bands, I'm not going to name them all. There's 37, but we're going to have Sublime will be on there. We have Tribe Called Quest, MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, the Ataris, Strung Out, the Viagra Boys, Fiddlar, Less Than Jake, Mercules, All Talk, Cherry Cola. Haven't heard a lot of these bands. Chick Norris and Zebrahead. So just to name a few.
Yeah,
Chick Norris, yeah, and Cherry Cola.
Cool.
So I'm pumped on that. I cannot wait till that comes out.
God,
that's going to be dope.
Yeah, I'm going to be all over that. Getting my skate tapes and enjoying the new soundtrack and,
Dilly, can
playing
you still
some multiplayer.
skate?
I actually just busted out the skateboard the other day.
Did you?
I did. I didn't do too much, though.
Yeah. Did you put, pads on or a helmet?
No,
or
never that. Busted out a few kick flips, but
the
last time I, skated really hard, I hurt myself. I tore my meniscus.
Oh, shit.
So I just went, it had been so long since I skated, and I just went out and
and it's
got all ham. And
and it's your muscles are wait, we don't know.
It's wait, you're over 40, so
no,
you're injured now. So, yeah, that's it for the corner, guys.
Cool. Thanks for the Dilly's Gaming Corner. So that's actually we're gonna move right into Sidekick Mayo.
Mayo?
Yeah, because we did talk a long time about just our favorite shows and everything. So we're actually
Sidekick Mayo
getting close to the end here. Okay, so this is from Katana, our favorite sidekick, my favorite sidekick. So I'm going to start the email.
She's been quite the regular.
Yeah, I was like, she's really been writing in pretty hard.
It's like the haircut happened, and then now it's like every week.
Well, I think that's what is how it's like we really connected on like a level, like a spiritual level. So.
I feel like Katana is going to be one of the first.
Oh God, yeah, right.
New
clients over here,
clientele.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you guys were trying to say like guest. I was like, whoa.
We could have her on.
Another woman in here?
Yeah, we need another woman. We need to. Oh, we should have her on for like some kind of battle of the sexes or something, like 2-on-2.
We could come up with a game. That'd actually be pretty fun.
Yeah, because I think that her and I are really like connected on like that. We could totally just kick your guys' ass.
Yeah, right.
I don't think so.
Aces. Your aces.
Our knowledge is, I mean, just alone is vast.
But you know what?
But
though,
when you put us together,
she would be good on one of those battle of the sexes because you know how you ask like girls like male questions. She like knows things about cars. She's like works on cars and stuff. Like she
works on cars.
Yeah, like she
works on cars.
I think she knows a lot of stuff that like I probably don't.
I don't think she works on cars.
No, she works on
cars.
No, she works on cars. Yeah, I think her dad like taught her how to work on cars.
She works on cars.
Like cars.
What kind of cars?
Like cars. Okay, so I'm going to read the email now.
Okay.
Well, hello. Just dropping in my 2 cents here after listening to the latest episode. I love this. Okay, I love when people listen to it and it's like immediately write it. So unfortunately, hopefully this is the first and last time, I have to agree with Buddy that Infinity War is a better movie than Endgame.
Yes.
We lost Tony Stark in Endgame. Come on, cheese.
It's true.
I know, but that's like the beauty of it. You know, the heartbreak.
He'll be back.
I know, but think about how many people were killed.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I mean, think
floated
about that.
away.
Yeah, but that's Endgame
how
is
many
the
people-
I know, but they come back, but it's still the initial shock. Everybody lost their mind that really didn't know about Infinity War. Everybody's just like, what? Well, how do you... They just made Black Panther. Like, how do you just get rid of him?
Honestly, that was one of the craziest feelings to be in a movie theater after the movie's done and just to have no joy or satisfaction.
It's like how many people
that
just disappeared?
moment, or when Star Wars did the fake trying to kill Chewie thing.
My God.
Mammy grabbed my arm so hard.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to rip it off.
Yeah.
Like, she was so upset.
Yeah, I really did think, because I thought maybe they would kill him. I really did.
When he flew off in the ship and it blew up.
Okay,
So,
back to the
Don't you
email.
dare.
Second, Garth Brooke rocks.
See?
Thank you, Katana.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you,
No.
Katana.
Dilly is
No,
not
Katana.
wrong.
No.
What about Tim McGraw? Yes. Or
Hell
what
yeah.
about Tim McGraw's I Like It, I Love It? That's such a good song. I like it, I love it. I want some more of it.
I had a
Isn't that a
barbecue
remake?
stand on my white t-shirt.
Killing
Kill
them
me in that
them
mini
in
skirt.
Isn't that a remake of...
No, that's Tim McGraw's song.
Skipping rocks. Yeah, you know the rest.
Yeah.
I don't know that song.
Or Live Like You Were Dying. That's a great song by
Yep.
Tim McGraw. Man, when those songs come on in the car, it's windows down, music blaring. That's so true. Like legit. Honestly, I Like It, I Love It is like a staple on like almost every playlist I have. Because when that comes on, I'm just like, oh my God.
What's your favorite Tim McGraw song?
Probably that one.
Do you say Tim McGraw as one word, or do you say Tim McGraw?
Tim McGraw's.
Okay.
McGraw.
All right.
No, but she said Tim McGraw's. I
Some
like
people
it.
say
I love
Tim
it.
McGraw, like it's one word. You know what I mean?
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
Sheila had a hard time like trying to
Grasping that.
understand that. Yeah.
Back to the email. Maybe we should keep it country out of spite for Buddy. LOL.
No.
I believe that.
Gross.
You like country though. You like George Strait.
I only like George Strait.
See, but I don't think he doesn't know country yet.
Yeah.
So I can understand. He's saying, I only like George Strait.
I like
There's so
Wheeler
much
Walker
more.
Jr.
Buddy, you like
Okay, that's a
you
good
like
start.
the Zach Brown band.
I like
I don't know if I would.
That fried chicken
I don't
song?
know if I would consider Zach Brown. I mean,
No,
there is
they're
country
country.
roots for
They're
sure.
They're definitely country. They're kind of like that.
They are. I mean, that's probably the category they're put in, but I think they're definitely a lot more than that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
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 I think that they're in like this kind of newer subgenre of country that
pop country.
They're sort of like country mixed with like Dave Matthews or something weird like that.
it's
And I hate to say that, but yeah.
But a lot of country
Dave's
it just
Matthews?
isn't.
Sometimes.
Oh my god, that was such a good Dave Matthews
Thanks.
impersonation. Okay, look. Back to the dang email, you
I've never
guys.
done that before. That just came off the top, dude.
Can you do it again?
Oh, sometimes. That wasn't as good.
It was like better the first time when it was just like it was like from your
It was
heart.
so natural.
Actually, Phil, can you clip that?
Yeah, please. That was
The
so
first
good.
one.
Got a tear coming right
Okay,
now.
can I get back to the email? She has a third
Sorry.
point. Third and last. I like the Bronco rant on After Dark.
Nice, yeah.
Oh god,
Oh,
Katana!
so-
I was just about to kill them, but see, I told you because I think she likes
See,
cars.
she's in the cars, so
I
she
think
knows
likes
what's
cars.
up.
And so if you didn't, make sure you go check out the After Dark and you can hear about the Bronco rant.
Okay, so let me just start again. So third and last, I like the Bronco rant on After Dark last time. The relationship stuff kind of made me a little sad and felt kind of heavy.
Mm-hmm.
What does TBH mean again? That abbreviation?
honest.
Oh, to be honest. Yeah. But as a woman, she did this like,
Air
as a
quotes.
woman, because I always say that. As a woman, I agreed with Cheese a lot, as per usual. Can't wait to hear for the next After Dark. Keep up the fun times, guys. Smiley face. Oh, and then it's like I always read this stuff that I'm not supposed to. It's like device, Safari, iOS, mobile, locale.
Oh, yeah, locale. That's my
Locale.
favorite.
Remember I wrote that last time?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Katana, for writing in. Katana, I just want to say something. This is you just personally. Don't even like listen to the guys right now. Is that I love when you write in. You're like my friggin' sister from another mister because they pick on me so much. And it's
Oh my God, no,
when
we
you
don't.
write in to kind of confirm some of the things
What do you
that
mean?
I
She
say.
said she liked the Bronco rant. You hated the Bronco
No, but
rant.
a lot of this other stuff she agreed with me. So she
What
says
else?
It. Oh, just,
She agreed with me with
just read-
with Infinity War.
I just read the whole.
2 out of the 3
It reads here. I agreed a lot with Cheese.
on
She didn't
one
say
thing.
it. No, she didn't
with
say.
country.
Are you listening to what I'm saying? It
I know,
says
but if you
as-
break it down,
Well, actually, I'll
during
take
the
the
relation,
Garth Brooks.
no, yeah. Well,
yeah,
that was
actually.
us. That
So
was
if you
us.
really look at it, she agreed with me on 2 things and agreed with you on nil.
Yeah.
She agreed with Dill on country.
Right, because it was my segment.
You're not
Nil.
effing listening to me. She said in all the relationship stuff that we were talking about, I
Oh, so
agreed with
one
Cheese a
thing.
lot.
So I have 2, Dilly has 1, and you have 1.
Right.
Anyway,
So
Katana, please just
which
keep
with
writing
you,
in.
you're probably at almost nil. So I mean,
She had to put something in there.
yeah, I mean,
All right. Katana, please just keep writing in. Okay, you guys. Well, I think that's it. Buddy, where can they find us?
they can find us at the new Triple HQ, which is
Yeah.
found at Sector 7.
In North
So-
Sacramento.
Come down, check out the new salon, come hang out with us. They can find us on YouTube at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on
Anywhere else?
They can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes, or they can email the show at hardlyheroes@gmail.com, or just go to hardlyheroes.com. That is now back up. And then they can always find us at Twitter at Hardly Heroes. Number
Un.
Number one.
Thank you. And just remember one
And
thing.
also,
Oh my God.
Go to the Hardly Heroes Sanctorum.
go to Podbean and
Become a After Dark subscriber so you can hear about the rant.
yeah, so you get 2 extra episodes a month that are R-rated and not
you
family
know-
friendly.
You know, what if I had just a quick idea?
Okay.
If we got up high enough on the money rant, or
Money rant?
not money rant, sorry,
is he
money fund,
Uh-huh.
would you guys be willing to put out more extra content?
Dilly?
Why are you guys
have
looking at me.
I have something in mind if we hit a dollar amount.
You know what? Actually, if Dilly didn't want to do more episodes, I think we should start.
Well, what I had kind of what
You
I
guys automatically assume that I wouldn't want to do it.
well, I kind of had an idea now that we have this spot is I would be more willing to do something more of maybe we bring in more guests and stuff, especially when this stuff kind of ends, but more maybe of if we got to $300 a month,
Okay.
that we would do a extra episode a week. So not every other week. It'd be every week something would come out. But we would still do ours, but on the opposite weeks, we would either have a guest come in or we would have something special planned if we could get to that dollar
Well,
amount.
I think if we were going to do it, the extra one, it would have to be like its own kind of like series where it's like, we do interview with, right? Where it's like, it's not anything except for just having like conversations with people, like having them come in and be like, whatever, like some kind of like important thing in their life or whatever, something like that. Instead of it being like a nerdy thing or whatever the After Dark is.
I think that'd be more of I think that'd be kind of fun, like a series of... Actually, we'll continue this on to After Dark, so...
Okay. All right, you guys. Well, check us out on all our socials and...
Just remember one thing.
Disclaimer. They don't know shit.
You guys have a good night.
See you guys.
Bye. Love you.